Are we live? Early live. Is everything working? Hopefully we can get some people to join in here. I hope. Because I really need some people to come on here and say something in chat to see if everything works. So I want to go ahead and test this before I get started with everything. Hello, Legend Gamer. Welcome to the stream. Do I have everything working? Can you hear me or anything like that? Is like everything perfect? This is the first time using OBS Studio on my computer, because I used to use it on my phone, but now I can do it on my computer. Hold on. Something's going wrong here. Video output low. So everything's looking good, I hope. Just hopefully everything works pretty well. I can't see how much people's watching this time here. Let me see if I can zoom out, because I'm trying. Yeah, there we go. Just zoom out a little bit more, and everything looks good. So let's go ahead and get started with looking everything here. We're going to start off with the Tropical Tippets with their GFS model. Going to back this up a little bit. As of right now, there is some snow going on in Maine, so it's good for them, but unfortunately, they'll be ending quite soon with freezing rain, sleet, and some rain. Not much to show for the next couple days, but Halloween looking pretty interesting. So there'll be some rain in the northwest. There's going to be a cold front forming that could bring some severe weather chances into the forecast around Halloween till November 1st and 2nd. The low pressure system develops down in Louisiana and Texas, moves up to the northeast, bringing tons of rain for Tennessee, Kentucky, and Ohio, them states. Then moves up northeast, then we get a little bit of a clipper system that could bring some snow up in Iowa and Minnesota for them. Clipper system moves by, maybe get some snow in the Appalachian Mountains from that clipper system. Not too much to look at then. Then, maybe it's a little bit shy for first time for snow here in Kentucky in November 8th. We're going to see that, and that's a major trough in what you're looking at there. With flurries around, and there you have it there. If we go ahead and look at the 2-meter anomalies from the GFS, we're going to back it up. So staying cold, cool in the east, while in the most of the west and the middle United States is staying pretty warm. Now, it's going to try to stay keeping cool in the east, and later on, there's going to be a warm front that comes through into the Great Lakes, bringing some very, very warm temperatures going on for the Ohio Valley down to Arkansas. Moves along, brings in another big shot of cold air. Very warm for the northeast at times. A lot of cold air going on in the east again. A little bit warm, some here and there. And wants to be, so overall, it wants to stay pretty cool for a good chunk of the east. Is everything still working? Here, let me check if OBS says I'm still streaming. Alright, looks like we're doing good so far. Video output's low. So hopefully that'll cause too many issues from there. So let's also look at how much rain it's going to be putting out and how much snow from the GFS. And not too much. Most of the rain wants to show, like in the northwest, supposed to be like a lot of moisture going in there. Could see rain totals up to a foot. Equivalent to that could be like a lot of snow up in the mountain areas if it's cold enough up there. Gets isolated up to 6 inches of rain around the Ohio Valley and maybe down to the Tennessee Valley as well. It's very isolated at this time. That's rainfall. Let's go ahead and go into snowfall. So here's your snowfall. Up to 26 inches up in May. I'm doubting that as of right now. Glitching out in a couple parts like up there, but it's okay. At least it's not glitching out throughout the whole screen. Now Iowa may get to see some snow. Highly doubted up to 8 inches because sometimes models can overdo it. So this is also 240 hours out. While there's a general 4 inches around North Dakota, Minnesota, general 1 to maybe 5 inches, I would say. Then a lot of mountain snow going on in the Rockies. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the, whoops, did not mean to hit that. And let's go ahead and back this up. That's a little surprise. We're going to start off with right now, like I said, just a mess up there right now with that nor'easter going. You know what I mean to click that. And if we go into, it's supposed to be a very windy day in the Ohio Valley up into the Midwest. For tomorrow, you can see that if we look at wind gusts, for tomorrow, not showing too much from the Euro, but around, it's not too much. Let's go back to the rain and thunder. And there goes that nor'easter. Bye-bye to him. We got a little bit of a clipper moving through the northeast. Not too much to worry about for that system. That could bring some snow for north of the low. So we'll keep an eye on that. It's not going to bring too much chaotic. Some flurries, snow showers up in the northeast. Definitely how a clipper will go on. Then we get this system here to really get into shape of a cold front there. Bringing in a line of showers and thunderstorms. And that's Wednesday night there at midnight. So, get that line going on. That's noon at Wednesday. That's Halloween. So, not looking too great so far from this cold front stretching from Texas all the way up to Ohio. Possibly even for some snow for Halloween up in like Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, Minnesota, and North Dakota. So that'll be pretty nice. Even up into Maine, possible, with mountain snow, wet from the northwest. Here, we'll put this more into the middle. Then midnight on Wednesday. Things really shape up. This is something we really got to watch here. All these thunderstorm activity going on here. Most of thunderstorm activity wants to keep it around the Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana area, which can give a chance for severe weather. Now, we'll get into that in just a moment. Still got rain going on, so this is Halloween night. The 10 a.m. major rainfall going on through Kentucky and Ohio. Good amount of rain going to be falling down up to the pink. Could be a little bit overdone, but all the models are agreeing for this to happen, so it's due to if any severe weather is going to happen. It's also going to be a low pressure system that can bring tons of rain there. While there's going to be, could be some scattered strong thunderstorms going on down into the Florida, Georgia area. So then let's go to 4 a.m. on Friday. Moves out, just some scattered showers, some thunderstorms. Some could be strong overnight down in Florida. Getting some snow up into Montana. Now, keep in mind, this is from the Euro model. Some snow may try to show up in Wisconsin area. And then let's do some skipping. Now, showing quite a bit of snow, a good amount of snowfall coming down for North Dakota, stretching down to Iowa, and maybe getting some snow up in Michigan as well. Just a lot of scattered snow going on way up there. But fortunately, a warm front comes up. Got a little bit of a system there and there and there, if you can tell by the wind direction there. So 10 p.m. on Saturday, things do start to die down. 11 a.m. on Sunday, get another cold front to come through. Then, not too much there. Just kind of the same deal for those areas right over there. And then towards the end, not too much to talk about. Actually, let's go back here. There's something a little bit interesting. Let's go into more of a hurricane topic. We'll take a look at from this model here. Oh yeah, there's your snowfall. This is going to be a new model here, replacing the old GFS, so hopefully this could be better. They are still working on this. There is expected to be an update soon. And also, other good news is that the Euro is setting updating for two times a day. It'll be updating 4 times a day, which is very exciting. Let's look at what we got so far. We only got one person. Okay. Not many people watching. Very sad. So, we got some snow in Ohio, but this is just a work in progress. So, it'll probably get better next year. Now, this is something we got to keep in mind of from this model. If we go towards the end here, we actually scroll down a little bit. Maybe get some hurricane activity there. But it's a possibility. We're not going to say it for sure yet, because this is still in work in progress. Because if you do look into the normal GFS, shows nothing there. So there's something to keep a lookout for. Since we're now into hurricane topic, we got subtropical storm Oscar. Whoops. 65 mile per hour winds. Not too much to talk about from this system because it'll be more of a fish storm. It is expected to be a hurricane. What time is it right now? It's 11:22. So this has just updated. And this used to be like tropical storms or subtropical storms. Now they upgraded to hurricane. Now, I'm going to expect this to be limited to Category 2 or maybe even 3 is a possibility from this storm system. But we're not going to be worried about this because it is more of a fish storm. So there's not much to talk about from there. Let's go ahead and go back to the severe weather topic. Now, I like cloud meteorology a lot, so expect me to use this quite a bit. It's a very good website. Alright, Supercell Composite combines all the severe weather gradients together and it goes into one category. So, a little bit of a marginal risk for Kentucky. Not too much to worry about from there. Okay, here's the starting of the system around Halloween. It does show more of an enhanced risk around down in Texas, but there's not much to look at. For right now, stretches there, marginal, not too much to talk about from there. And then it just continues on from there. If we go ahead and look at the forecast soundings, if we go ahead and click around Houston area, or out a little bit into the Gulf of Mexico, this is what the forecast soundings are. So, shows tornado, but I doubt it. Severe hail, not too much to talk about here. It's not looking great. But if we do actually go back to the GFS, and let's look at temperatures. So let's look at, it's a little bit random, going back and forth, but, you know. Okay, here we go. So this is temperatures in Fahrenheit. We go back to right now. We'll let that load in. Alright. Okay. So this is howling during the day. So it could be 60s, maybe up to the 70s possible, stretching from like down somewhere Pennsylvania, New Jersey, stretch it down here when you get to the 80s. Florida is staying pretty darn warm. And not too much to look at here around Halloween for temperature-wise. Very low, very cold temperatures for the east in the low to mid 30s. Now the pink lines are the freezing mark. So that's 32 degrees. In Celsius, that's actually 0 degrees Celsius. Give you a little bit of effect on that. Very cold temperatures. This is November 9th from the GFS. Showing 20s, low 30s in the blue here. From a strong cold front. How you can detect severe weather. How can you detect severe weather? Well, for the most part, here's a hint. If you like severe weather, here's a hint for you whenever severe weather can be coming. It's due to the temperature difference. Like, for example, like in your area, the day before the cold front or during the day, it could be in the 70s or 80s, but when the cold front comes through behind it, it could be in the 40s. That gives you an idea that severe thunderstorms could be coming, possibly, because things can change over time, but that's just something you can detect that severe thunderstorms can be coming, and that's why I'm looking a little bit into that. So yeah, negative 18 Celsius is into Fahrenheit, most likely 0. If we actually do look into in here, let's look over severe weather ingredients, because there's not too much to talk about, not worry. So this one here gives you the jet stream here. So you got your southern jet stream going on here, you got your northern jet stream. This is how you can detect how strong a jet stream could be. When you look at something like this, like right in here, you get your southern jet stream feeding in, and you got a northern jet stream feeding in there. Usually this is a good combination. If you get this kind of setup, you get a good chance for like snowstorm development to happen around like this, for example, can be like into the Ohio Valley up into Canada and the Northeast. Makes more of a nor'easter system. See him? The jet stream is really pumped up in the atmosphere. There, continue on, a little bit of a trough, and you just continue on. There's your major trough that you've been seeing that could bring some snow or flurries into the Ohio Valley. Continues on there, and it's just a mess there, so you cannot really calculate. So, that's kind of all I got for you guys. This is just mostly about testing things around the OBS studio. Maybe I could try to do more of these here. So, you got any questions? We got no people. Let me see if I can. So the stream is healthy. So, well, that's good. Let's see. Video is unavailable. It says I'm live streaming right now. But right now we got nobody. So I'm testing OBS Studio. But Legit Gamer, thank you for joining. So I'm going to end it here. Hopefully y'all guys enjoy this live stream. Leave a like and hit the subscribe button. All those things can help my channel a lot. And I'll see y'all in the next video. And I gotta figure out how to end it.